Alright, time to look at literally everything that Examine pops up on. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it?
I would say it's about 20 yards.
I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh?
Therefore, no one has crossed this gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright?
Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path.
Look at this Buddha statue.
Every time I see it, I laugh at you.
Phoenix Wright. Do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has?
Why don't you ask her the next time you see her?
What's a strange conclusion to come to. You know what? I think I will.
And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. You're definitely acting like Maya, actually, now. You're currently about, on a 7 out of 10 compared to her, I'd say. On the Maya scale, not on the good assisted scale. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty!
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
It's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. Ah! There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name.
I was only
copying you. Oh.
That's me. I was only copying you. Don't read lines that aren't yours. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though.
Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it?
But it says no entry.
Don't you Americans say you enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever?
That's got nothing to do with anything. I told you that.
This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder.
Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall.
You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright.
Yeah!
You're completely out of shape.
I don't know how much more of this woman I could take. I stopped being able to take her last game. So, huh? I think that's pretty much everything. So let's go inside and check on Maya now.
Hey, look, a cyclone.
I present evidence! Key!
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
Also, there's gunk splatted over this thing on the right side. The scroll, which was the scroll before. The scroll of Maya's mom. Maya, she was supposed to be in here training.
Yet, it appears she is nowhere to be seen.
What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it.
Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I'd never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before.
Oh, I was right.
They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright.
Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things.
What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes.
Thought we weren't opening it.
I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl.
Correct. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually...
A woman? I don't see any woman here.
There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy.
Gravy? What's the matter?
The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy.
Ah, yes. There's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see.
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll?
What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to... Oh. Oh, that is not at all who I expected.
Clear your throat there, Goodell.
I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this, Mr. Wright.
Prosecutor Godot! I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up at the trial today?
Could ask you the exact same question.
Huh? But I had a cold, so... Wow, Phoenix! Way to make it sound really, really weak. Why couldn't you could have just said I was in the hospital?
I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Wright?
This is Ms. Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today.
I guess I owe you one then. You can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. Can't stand women like you. Damn, get shut down.
Little bit sexist sounding, but thank you, Godot.
I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Wippenberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright!
What are you hitting me for?
You deserve more cracks in the whip than that, Trite.
What?
Still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo.
Something different about Godot today. Getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow?
Or is it vengeance?
Or is it coffee? Why didn't you show? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it?
Told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something that most have not. Death.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me.
So you mean that mask you wear is...
This ugly device. I promise it's not a fashion statement, my enlightened friend.
unenlightened?
Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face.
I didn't know.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
Yeah, you can't see the color red.
Still, this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, Wright. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed.
It'll all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Wright?
Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
That's what Sister Bikini said, too.
And I wonder, Wright, do you know what the police are going to do here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible! She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. Her chances of being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where is that?
The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
They haven't searched that cavern yet, huh?
Be aware, though, the temperature inside frequently falls far below freezing. Even if she was in there,
Pay attention when you're speaking, please.
the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
No!
Which means, Trite, you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite. Once again, a woman dies because of you.
Once again? What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all. And the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
Because of me?
And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey.
No, it was Red White who killed her, not Phoenix Wright. You must have a little bit of a problem with your ears as well as your eyes.
Shut up, no I don't.
Mia!
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was!
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally.
Sure, this Faye's murderer was caught. That won't bring her back.
Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time, no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, then I'd say you learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of her life. Now, you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No.
What is this peculiar-looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a civil matter, though. I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break open the lock would... well, let's just say the inner temple and the secret cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then. Very well, then I dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Huh. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock up is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple. The accused.
What? Iris?
Where an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern. The attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was trading in there.
Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open the lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that a friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Trey. There's only one thing I want to say before you go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Felix Wright.
That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Well, we've looked all around here, I think. Yeah, I don't see anything else really coming up, so... Alright, we're done in here, I suppose. I don't know who this is. Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Oh, it's him.
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective.
Are you just looking back and forth between the screens something else, or is there a Skype delay?
No, I'm looking back and forth between this inspector.
Oh, okay.
Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? But please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip.
So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind?
How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
You mean the one that says no entry on it?
I, kinda already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of, garden-like garden.
A garden?
Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Is it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off.
Generally, mud on his shoes.
Generally, I would ask that if, when there's dialogue going on, don't be looking back and forth between the two, because frequently you don't look back until like a good couple seconds after the text is finished appearing. And it's just, if it's like a one-off thing, that's fine. But then when it's like every single time your character is speaking for 10 things in a row. Oh, I think I see what he might have been thinking of washing off.
Mud.
Blood.
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you couldn't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? Von Karma will always show up whenever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But...
Alright. Examine first. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too.
Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Stoneham. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and this charm match exactly.
This means that this charm definitely belonged to Miss Stoneham. So they took the charm, matched the cords up, found that they were exact, and then put the charm back.
I guess.
This could be a really vital piece of evidence. Grandmaster's talisman added to the court record. A little lantern, a little statue.
It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl over here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case.
Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you need only cut to be. Got it?
There are a couple of torches here. Guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Da-da-da.
I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. Alright, now let's address the elephant in the room. The heck is that? It looks like it says Maya, but it's upside down.
It does. Uh-oh, you spotted it, huh, pal?
Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious! That's why I looked at everything else first!
It says Maya. Or I guess if you're looking at it the weird way, it says Oxal. And yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. Yes, sir.
I assume that means we have more options here. Yep, okay. I'm gonna start from the top. The investigation! So, how's the Inter-Temple investigation going?
We have the best scientific forensic team in the world working at the place. Forensic team. And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. The stone lantern, and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? Oh, that was Von Karma.
Everybody's gonna shoot now! Yeah.
They looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's kind of hard to say, actually.
I guess I better look into them myself. I'm actually gonna examine the ground then, because I guess I didn't think to do that. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally.
Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? No, it wasn't me, sir.
That advanced automatically.
It was already like that when my man and I got here to start investigating.
If it wasn't the police, then who did it?
Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out in a local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? And that's it. Ah!
Whoever cleared the snow, it must have had a reason. Well, I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Nor can I imagine the reason that Gumshoe decided to talk about that. Alright, talking time. With Maya. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusty Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to this side of the secret cavern.
Please keep your eye on the screen when you're reading.
Okay, there was like less than a second.
It feels like every time the text gets all the way to the end and then you start reading. And I don't know if that's because you're distracted or you're letting it do that. Or what.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh. I wonder what that is.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant.
Drown, drown.
Maya. So these letters are written in blood.
Yep. What's worse, it's the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss Donham's blood?
We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting.
Alright, it's official. Someone had to have had some way to get between these two. see. Okay. Let's take away the factor of how one would get across the bridge when the bridge is gone. Let's pretend, just briefly, that everyone in this world has the power of flight, okay? That said, I feel like this might have been where the murder happened.
Probably.
And then, whoever killed her, which I'm still saying is Dahlia possessing somebody, either Maya or Pearl, if it's on this side, killed Elise. That's how she dropped her talisman thing. They wrote the blood on the thing. I don't know why they wrote it upside down, but they did. I don't know why the plot was cleared away, or why the ice was broken in the... I don't understand anything that's currently in this area except that the blood was written. Then, the killer took Elise's body across the thing, got on the snowmobile, dropped the crystal ball at this time, drove over, and threw it over the wall. You know, that theory honestly holds up, like, not at all, because about half of that, I don't know how it could have happened.
Yep. Phoenix Direct. I presume you know it, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me, too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really, do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Ahem. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donham wrote these letters herself, in her own blood.
You must be joking. It's impossible.
From the writing and the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Mr. Lisa Donham's murder. At least that's our current theory on how events took place, pal.
What? So Miss Donham was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are trying to say now.
Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was...
her being crazy.
Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
A ghost. What do you think, Miss Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
Well, wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here... Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder had taken place, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not? Wobbuffet.
How quickly do you forget, Phoenix, right? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because the Dusky Bridge was completely burned out.
So you're saying that the murder happened here, and then they got across the other side, while Dusky Bridge was completely burned out? You can't have it both ways there.
Don't you sass me while I'm pointing at you.
Actually, wait, no, possible. It's possible.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time.
It actually is possible. Because the lightning struck at 10:30 to 10:45. If it happened earlier, it still would have been in that 10 to 11 time gap.
Mm-hmm. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time.
Then how the hell... But then why did Larry see someone flying over the bridge when it was burning?
Because drugs.
No. That's a thing. That's definitely something that happened. I just need to figure out... Because obviously they weren't actually flying, but then what did he see? Probably not that, no. No, not that either.
Okay, they wore off. I already said this line.
I know, you said it twice, but I like to pause on a line to, like, think over things once I get confused. Let's see. Okay. Alright. What possible ways, using realism, being realistic about it, are there for getting across a gap when the only way across is a bridge that is currently on fire, And while getting across, somebody who isn't really looking super carefully might think you're flying across. 20 to 30 feet or so above the bridge.
Rope swing?
What would the rope be attached to?
I don't know at this point. All the trees in this area aren't particularly large. So there's nothing really that high above the bridge is the thing.
Yeah, I got nothing. Also, they didn't actually tell us why Maya's name is upside down.
No one came over here before me and my men. I think probably the really simple reason why Maya's name is upside down is, assuming they're right, that she herself wrote it, which honestly I doubt because it's never that simple, at least in these games, is that she was on her back when she wrote it.
No, because she was stabbed through the back, remember?
She could still be on her back after being stabbed through it. Which means
Why?
No one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
No, that wouldn't... Okay. If you're if you're standing and you get stabbed in the back, chances are you're not going to fall backwards, because the force of the stab, if you do fall, would make you fall forwards or onto your knees.
Could have pulled the thing out.
No, because remember... Because first off, there's no blood here besides the writing that was done.
There's
and second
stuff
off,
below the writing, too.
very little. Not enough that would have leaked out from... A lot less than what would have leaked out from a stab wound. Also bear in mind that we saw the weapon being pulled out from the body over at the other area. The weapon was still in the body until then.
Okay, look, maybe they'll tell us, okay? I was just venturing a guess.
I know, but I'm trying to come up with theories as well at the time.
No, you're not. You're shitting on mine. You haven't actually offered one yourself yet.
Well, I'm trying to think of one, and then you're suggesting ones, and I'm shooting them down. Yeah, but I'm thinking of mine. Can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
This really was the scene of the crime. And I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Let me take a look again real quick, with Go Machine on the way. Yeah, bear in mind also the blood is on the lantern itself. Oh! No, wait! Maybe that's why the snow was cleared away!
Because there was a pile of blood in it?
Maybe. But then why would it be a perfect rectangle around it?
Yeah,
And not just
someone could have just gotten a shovel and been OCD about it.
Possible.
Snow shovels are rectangular.
We don't have a shovel here, though.
You don't know if they do or not. I guess they have a broom.
Not on the scene is more what I meant, but yeah. Also, why the water? Why the broken ice? That makes no sense in particular.
I mean, he said he dunked his head in it, right?
No. He said that he washed his face with it. I don't think that was him saying that he caused that. Let me try something. Let me try examining it again. Lantern, statue. Huge bowl. Water bowl. Ice broken. I dusted his face earlier. Oh no, maybe that is the case. Okay, then we can ignore that. Okay. I thought that was just his way of... Okay, never mind. Okay, so the snow thing here. Wait, no, hang on. Damn it. Okay, nothing else to really talk about. I could have sworn I saw something mentioned where they brought up the bird bowl as being something important, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Alright. Whoosh! Boom, boom.